Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here, Queenies, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed. It is Monday, the something of June 8th, I think. Something like that. Definitely a good thing. The planet continues to revolve. There's a fly in my room, came in through the window. And it just came in, too. It hasn't been here until I turned on the webcam. Thumbs up for that. But the planet continues to revolve underneath our feet because it's a globe. It revolves under our feet. It revolves around the sun. The sun travels around the axis of the galaxy. As the galaxy spins, the galaxy travels. Our local galactic cluster travels. We're moving in like 8 different directions all at once. We are meat riding magical skeletons on a rock hurtling through space. You know, do not be frightened of the world. Thumbs up for that. But yes, it's not raining right now, though it is kind of grayish. I don't know if it's because the sun is behind clouds or behind trees or what. So, life is life. At least it's not raining. I mean, it needs to rain. We need rain. Don't get me wrong. I'm not calling for the abolition of rain. No, it's just when it rains, of course, there's lots more leaf mold, and then my sinuses really go nuts. And they're bad now because of all the pollen out there and leaf mold that comes in out of the trees. And if you've ever watched any of my walkies videos, you know how much greenery there is around here in Shelton. There is quite a bit of trees that were tucked in between. So, thumbs up for that. It is a good thing. Oh, that fly is going to annoy the snot out of me, so hopefully I'll be able to scare it back out the window it just came in through. Or maybe I'll get caught in one of the spider webs that we've got. I don't see any actual spiders anymore. Oh, that's depressing. There used to be a long-legger up in that corner, and over in that corner, and then right up there, and now I don't see any spiders. Aww. That's sad. And then I forgot to check on the one spider because there's been she's got a fatter body, but she's still one of those tiny body, great big leg ones that's up in the corner in the bathroom. And I had to go down there this morning because I got to wash my teeth and, visit the restroom because I wake up, after 8 hours, 6 hours lying in bed, you need to take care of some issues. And I forgot to look and see if she was still up there. I hope she is. I hope she's okay. I mean, she's a spider, so I don't know what the lifespan of spiders is. I mean, it depends on the spider, but I don't know for her particular species and breed. Life is life. Past that, did I mention? Yeah, I went walkies last night because I have to go walkies. I need to stay active. I'm actually starting to lose more weight again, slowly. My scale weighs about 2 or 3 pounds heavy, and when you're fully dressed with shoes, you have to subtract about 5 pounds for your shoes and your clothing. So I have to subtract about 7 pounds when I look down to see what my actual body weight minus my clothing and the scale imbalance, incorrectness, whatever the word is for that, I forget at the moment, but I've been back down to right around 195 since I'd been up around 200 and 200 plus. I don't think I've gone past 205 in the past couple years, and I'm edging back down, so thank goodness for that. Everybody in the world is dealing with quarantine weight, so yeah, you got to deal with it. Not everybody in the world, but at least those people that are trying to take things semi-seriously. Because the Shelton, Washington Plague Rat Report, of course, it stated I went walkies and I had to go to Shelton. I had to go to Safeway because I drink caffeinated beverages. And you have to purchase caffeinated beverages because we live in a caffeinated society. Well, we do live in a caffeinated society. I mean, a capitalistic society. So I have to purchase myself some sodas every other day because I don't have a working vehicle anymore. Then I have to walk a couple miles carrying bottles. So I buy 4 at a time, carry 2 on a side, and walk home. But while I was out, of course, only the employees of Safeway are wearing masks. None of the other places the employees used to wear masks. Nobody's wearing masks anymore. I mentioned how until they come up with a vaccine, it's going to be really super dangerous. And while I do not know that I have any underlying immunological issues, my immune system actually seems to be somewhat beefed up a bit lately, and that's good. It's just the problem, of course, being with my age, I am really starting to bump up into the you get this, you're at real risk of kicking off. So I don't want to take that risk, and with nobody doing social distancing and nobody wearing masks, I'm going to be having to social distance and wear masks even as it continues to burn. After all, sarcastically, as someone put in a meme thing, and it fits, you know, you can't have a second wave if you never finish the first. And our first wave shows no sign of slowing down, because nobody's taking it serious. They made it a political issue. I don't know how taking care of yourself is supposed to be a political issue, but in the United States, it is. Life is life. You have to deal with life, or you're just going to curl into a ball and die. Speaking of which, I was watching this one video channel today. Well, of course I was watching a video channel. I mean, what other kind of channel would I watch? But it wasn't even that. In fact, I got to come back to this other person. I'm a whole bunch of topics and I'm really tired. So my apologies. It was a loading tips thing, because people talk about loading tips that they show on video games and how largely pointless the tips are. I play a lot of the games now where when the devs give you the loading screen, they're self-aware, ironic, and sarcastic enough that they put loading screen tips like, when you get killed, you will die. So, I mean, at least they're aware, and they just give you something to be amused by. I mean, sometimes loading screen tips have helped me, because I am out of sight, out of mind. If I don't use something all the time, I'm just going to forget it's there. And so I have been reminded of things by such like loading screen tips going, oh yeah, and then that helps. And that's a good thing. So loading screen tips can be a plus. They're not all negative. It's just, I like the companies that are more self-aware, and that's a good thing. Past that, though, I have just been surviving. I fell asleep again yesterday. I think it was at least twice. I didn't fall asleep for great periods of time, and when I woke up, it didn't destroy what motivation I had. I was able to pick up and keep going afterward each time, because once it was in the mid-afternoon and then in the evening. And then I went to bed semi-early for me. Had to play video games, of course. Remember, please, especially in these times when everything is all messed up for everyone already because we're in a fight or flight with nothing to fight, nowhere to flight responses, if you want to sleep well, because already nobody is sleeping well because of the pandemic and all, be careful if you play video games before you go to sleep, because it all ties down to our minds, our eyes, our ears have to believe what they see and hear. And when you play a game that puts you into a fight or flight response, because your eyes have to believe what they see, because your ancestors who did not believe what they saw died. You have to believe what you hear. Your ancestors who did not believe it died. We are the so-called end state, because it's only end state because we are in the present, but we are constantly changing. And at our current state of humanity. Yeah, we have to believe what we see and hear. So when you put yourself in a fight or flight response, it can ramp your body up. I've talked with my therapist about this. There are people that can be 2 or 3 days before their body calms down after being put into that combat fight or flight response. So if you want to sleep, you can't play that thing right before bed, or you're not going to be able to sleep well. So during these troubled times, if you want to sleep well and still play video games, what you need to do is just expand your horizons a bit and play something more casual, something less visceral, something less survival oriented, that can help just still keep your mind stimulated, but not put you into fight or flight mode. Excuse me. I drank some carbonated beverages, of course, and then carbon dioxide keeps escaping from the prison of my belly. So, yeah, you got to be careful. Very, very careful. That's why I still surprise people when I tell them that, yeah, I pop 200 milligram caffeine tablets and I sleep better on nights than when I don't. So, thumbs up for that. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, there's a lot I need to do today, a lot of phone calls. This one I need to send off, not a phone call, but a message, finally. Hopefully I can get over my executive dysfunction and send this one. I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but, talking to my primary care provider at the Veterans Administration, because I can't get there. I don't have a vehicle. I don't know how the bus system works. I can't pay for a bus. So, I don't know how I'm going to get there, because it's like 50 miles from here to the Veterans Administration. So, thumbs up for that. But I'll send them a message saying, hey, my therapist says this, and this is what happens, and what can we do about this? So that's one of the phone calls I need to get done. But then I've needed to get that done for like the past year. So executive dysfunction, depression causes that. It's not actual executive dysfunction, but depressed people have extreme difficulties doing things, making decisions like that. And while it's not actual executive dysfunction, it is pseudo-executive dysfunction. So, thumbs up. Past that, though, just surviving, and that's a good thing. I do a couple games as a constant Let's Play series, I guess the word, for the channel here, but I keep coming across new things from my library on Steam that are actually new, or new in that I've had them for a long time but never showed them off, or new in that I've had them for a long time and just plain never played them. I have a lot of games on Steam, and a lot of them I've never even loaded up. So, thumbs up. the problem of being a pack rat. So, I got a lot of that, and I need to... I keep saying I need to focus, and then I will pare everything down to just a couple series, and then the next thing I know, everything's exploded again, and I've got all these other videos I want to make, and I just don't have energy. And life is life. Life is life. I was watching this other person talking about things, and now I can't even remember the things that he was talking about. So I guess I can't really talk about that one. One thing that I did want to talk about real quick, really quick, I was actually watching this one tech channel this morning. He's a Linux guy, and he talks about Linux issues. And he started off just talking about I got to talk about this, and just... yeah, things are heavy duty in the United States, because he had to go straight into politics and what's happening, and how his conservative friends used to be like, we have to do this and this to make sure there's freedom in the free market and stand against tyranny. And now that we've got a tin pot dictator, everyone's just standing back and going, oh no, we can't. We're all behind him. So he's made a great big video just saying to my friends and calling out his friends, not by name, just saying my conservative friends. So it's fun times. It's fun times, isn't it? May you live in interesting times. Is that, I don't know if it's an actual curse or something that was made up for modern times and then attributed to ancient peoples, but may you live in interesting times as a curse certainly works. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm amazed that I can remember anything at all. So if I get lost, my sincere apologies, but it happens. Now, there are not a ton of comments. I mean, I'm not even sure I have 24, so 24, 25, so we shall see. But we have KRents_official. Thank you very much. We have Get Wrecked. Greatly appreciated. Then there's Ali Shabiri. Thank you very much. Denial. Greatly appreciated. We have Palm Top Tiger. Thumbs up and thank you. I hate the YouTube Studio. Because it just, you'll say, okay, I need to scroll down. But because it doesn't just load a page and then keep it in memory, it has to go, oh, he wants to scroll, talk to the servers, wait, get the information, bring it back, and then render it for the page. And then when it hits the bottom of the scroll, like 3 or 4 inches of scroll, then it has to do the same thing again, instead of just getting a full frickin' page. But Palm Top Tiger, thank you very much. We have Aaron S, greatly appreciated. Carlos Pasano, thumbs up and thank you. We have Kathy Kitscat. Will you scroll, please? Thumbs up and thank you. We have A Completely Normal Human, greatly appreciated. Noah, thumbs up and thank you. Rhiannon is moody. It is not scrolling. I hate this. I hate the new YouTube Studio. It blows so bad. We have Kino Jansen, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up. We have Pandora NYC1, and that thumbs up and thank you very much. Batman, big fan. Please, will you at least scroll or do something? And it's not like the browser's locked up, because I go to a different tab and everything works fine. Come back to the YouTube Studio, it doesn't. We have Kaylin McTavish, thumbs up and thank you. There's Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. Paradise Wolf, 43. Now it's suddenly scrolling up like 8, 9. Headmaster Kun, thumbs up and thank you. There's Crazy Casey, greatly appreciated. Just a little bit. Just scroll a little bit, please. All I'm asking you to do is just function a little bit. It doesn't even have to function a lot. Just some sort of functionality out of the YouTube Studio. Every time I open up the pages, it does this. I frickin' hate what they've done. Mist R, thumbs up and thank you. Vlad, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, thumbs up. And that's actually it. So I didn't even hit 25, but good freaking God, I hate what they've done to the YouTube Studio. It blows so bad. They took something that was simple and worked, and they made it heavily Java and reading the server oriented, where it doesn't do anything until it first talks to the server. You say, do this, and it goes, oh, let me talk to the server. And then it has to come back. For some people that maybe have great signals and setups, that might work fine. But for someone like me, oh, good Lord, it's a nightmare. And if you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those 2 places, I have a PayPal link. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I also have an Amazon wishlist link as well. If you wanted to help me out, no, I already said that part. I'm not quite sure where I was going with that. Let's see. Yes, if you'd like to help me, but yeah, my freaking brain. Let's just take that one as given. If you could toss me a like, that would be very cool. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, especially after the way my brain failed me entirely just a minute ago. No, but still, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. So, now that I'm well over 20 minutes, oy vey. Thank you very much. I have a video to edit and render, and I've got stuff to do, so I'm going to be busy. Hopefully you'll be doing well. That would be good. Be safe, please. Take care of yourself physically and mentally. It's a crazy world out there, so do what you can. Practice self-care.